Welcome back, everybody. It is currently 7th of August, Saturday afternoon. As usual, we're going to do our weekly backtesting session, and this week is featuring the 30th of June. Of June. If you remember, we were in a holder block, quite a nice team. After FOMC optimism, we were ranging between the highs at 1795, the lows around 1772.5, and we identified the wedge against this level and the breakdown of this level. What we are going to see today, it's a very difficult session, but with a very nice high time frame idea that really worked out. There it is. So we identified the wedge, we identified the break and retest of the order block, but we were identifying that there were no fundamental reasons for price to break below yet. So what we were going to see, we wanted to see was a double bottom. I remember sending this prior to London session, of course, as always. Wanted to see a double bottom at the previous lows. So on the hour, this is the 30-minute hourly time frame. To see a double bottom, a continuation up. We know that it played out because, of course, it's August. But as you can see, it played out good, but it played out really messy. So what I want to see, if it's in a scalping fashion, so the trading style that I'm choosing for these 6 months, I will be able to spot some nice entries here. Like for example, the break below and the hourly close above. So we're going to jump in between um, higher time frame and lower time frame because we want to work with them in conjunction, as we know that we want to see price not being able to break above. So we want intraday, so hourly or 30 minutes time frame closures above a certain level, and this level is this one. So we can be extra sure. We can put it here 1754.5. Okay, of course we're going to clone it, so we're going a little bit further back. Okay, and we're going to see it exactly here on the 1 minute time frame. So of course now is a London session. It's pre-London session. I'm really sorry about that. And we're going to see here. Let me open them if I'm able. Very good. So we're now pre-London. We jump to London open. Pew, pew. Okay. So we already saw that. Jesus. We already saw that we have some reaction already from the pre-London volume and so Asian and pre-London volume, but this is not exactly what we want. We know that pre-London can cause pullbacks, but this is still not my idea. My idea is to get a real double bottom. So either we test on the on the lower time frame these previous lows at least, but then with intraday hourly closes above. So we are going to now jump, since we want to play as we are going to play and as a scalper, we are going to see to watch the hourly time frame until we get to our levels, our price sensitivity area. So we're going here on the 1 minute, and we're going to let it run. Okay, we are going to see how it plays out. Okay, we are seeing some nice bearish hourly candle. 10 minutes to close. Let's see if it close below, strongly below this bullish one. We can go and revisit the previous lows. Let's see where it closes now. It's closing strongly below. This was a nice push, nice push actually. Let's start and let's go back and see it, because it was actually nice hourly close. Very, you see this nice push. Of course, we were in a bearish trend all the time. We couldn't break, apart from the fake out, couldn't break above and shift the market structure. Nice strong hourly close here, below the level. And now we're testing this one. Failing to break above. Let's see the reaction of the new hour. Very good. So what we want to see is exactly if we get rejections of the hourly candle can close below this level. Well, as you can see, we are having strong reactions at these levels. So this is London session. This might even be the place where I can 7 pips for 30. I would need only 21. I will give like 10 pips for at least 30 pips of profit here. So we're going to see how it plays out. Okay. So let's see the trade. We are up 11 pips right now. We can put the stop loss not at break even but closer. And see if we go to at least 20 pips before taking profits. Okay. Okay. So I didn't take any profit, but after all this action, this exhaustion and the previous highs here, I don't want to risk it, the stop loss to get hit. But actually, if I go to break even now, maybe if I go to break even, I am able to be fresh later on to re-enter if I see a break below. So let's put the stops at break even. we let it run, and if we see that it goes stops out and then fails to break below again, then we will re-enter. Yeah, I'm not taking partial here because I mean we got to 20 pips, to be honest. So 20 pips was like our. Let me just roll back. Here we were 20 pop. So actually per plan is 2/3 of the of my target profit. You can't see really much what target profit is here. So it's 2/3. We take profit partials and we put the stops at break even. So this is actually something that I missed going fast, but this was 20 pips, so it was following the plan. Then we saw these reactions, and let's see now if we get stopped out or we get a reaction prior to this, prior to my entry level, and we go to take profit. Lots of bearish candles, engulfing bullish. We're still in London. Asian session is closed. We are now at again at 20 pips. Oh, perfect. That was perfect. This is perfect. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I was really, 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 really in doubt, but this was a really nice one. So, recapping this victory, this win trade, what we got was, as you can see, on the hourly time frame, we went down, and when we were going back above, as you can see, respecting our daily analysis, we took advantage of it. And this is nice. This is really, really nice. So, what do we identify? What did we identify here? Let me take a snapshot. As you guys already know, tag, and as you guys already know, I forget. This is fail to close below price sensitivity area, break and retest. Awesome, awesome. Tac, tac, tac. Let me take a snapshot. Spadabim. Very good. Okay, so let me just do one thing. Okay, so let's see. What do we see? We saw bearish trend breaking below our price sensitivity area, which was exactly on the left, as you can see on the hourly time frame, was exactly this one. So we were looking at a bearish trend coming here, and we wanted to see hourly time frames closing below these 4 candles. We failed, as you can see. As you can see here on the 1 minute time frame. Nice bearish. We broke below. We got a retest. We broke below. And then we got immediate rejection. and the no hourly candles were closing below. This was, let me check. Okay. The hourly, you see, the previous hour closed exactly at the level. The new one dipped below and then pushed back up. So we saw break, retest, bullish candle here. This was our entry. What did we do? We took our partials at 20 pips. Our stop loss was let me put it here. So this is our entry. This one. Why? Because we saw break, retest, and then start momentum up in confluence with all our previous analysis. Entry, stop loss, we put it 10 pips here. So we were aiming for 30 pips. You see? Okay. So this is 10 pips, 10, 30. We took our partials and we put it another color here. 20 pips as per trading plan. We saw then all the ranging, some closures below. Actually, here I thought that it was going to go to break even because we put the stop loss at break even when we took the partials. The stop loss then came here, never went to our entry, and then we took our nice 30 pips profit here for the rest of the 20% of our position. So that was our plan. That was how it played out. Let me talk. 10 was a stop loss. That's it. That's it. All using price action, pre-planned analysis, and of course high time frame conjunction. So very good, very good, very good. And we can go back. Let's see how it played out, if we can have other entries on this day. Wait a second. Perfect, I'm back. So I always update my document, my file, with my setups. So we're going to see if we can get some other trades. If we see, because now we know we took advantage of exactly this one dipping below. This is 30 minutes, so dipped below and went up. The real one, which will happen much later, I don't know how we will take advantage of it. If we will take advantage of it, I don't know, because I don't. That's why I'm doing the backtesting. I don't know in on the lower time frame how it played out. So that's why I was so happy to spot this one. Okay, so we can move slightly faster. As you know, I told you we want to see the price on lower time frame only when we are close to our price sensitivity area. So now you saw how this hourly candle closed. It opened, it went up almost to 1759 key level, but it closed here, closed with a real weak body, as you can see on the hourly time frame. Very, very weak. So that is confirming that this is not it. At least not now. Maybe we have 2 hours and then we have New York pushing up. Now this candle is either creating another rejection or pushing up. But as you can see, doesn't have any lower wick. So it just immediately pushed up 12 pips, but doesn't mean anything. So now, as I told you, we don't waste time and energy looking at hourly candle. Okay, now we try to push back up above the key level. Let's go here, you see, and then immediate rejection, immediate and strong rejection from the key level, as well as previous highs of the morning of the Asian session. Nice, very, very, very aggressive. We're coming towards this is the start of new hour, which closed, as you can see, huge rejection. This is not one of the wicks that can be filled because they are not in the trend. This wick can be filled, and it will be because of the trend. We are in a bearish trend, it will get filled. This wick will not get filled. Yeah, we saw something, but we got, after this rejection, this wick on the upside of a bearish trend will not get filled. So let's see what happens here in the new hourly coming towards New York. Oof, big push up and another big rejection at the key level. Let's see if we can also be smart and take advantage of some sells. We're seeing rejections here on this hourly candle, which is pushing already with some lower wick. So this might be the double bottom. So what we are going want maybe take advantage of is a counter trend. Put like 10 pips for price to go back, because let's go slower to see if we have some rejection, some confirmation of the rejection. Okay, let's see where it closes. Okay, it's closing above, so no enter yet. Closing weak, bearish, so it's not an entry yet for a bearish counter trend scalp. Remember that we are in our as per our analysis, we are counter trend. Let's see this new next candle, times above. Let's see if it closes back down below the key level. Actually showing very nice bullish momentum, rejection at the previous highs, but some confirmation up. Now I'm engulfing bearish, as you can see. Okay, so why in insight this doesn't look like, let me go to the end of the candle. Okay, you see in 1 second it did all this. Why this one is not a break and retest setup? As you saw, okay, bullish, bearish, bearish. This candle didn't give any confirmation of weakness of the bearish momentum, was giving no bias coming in from this sideline. I pulled forward when it was 59 seconds, and then it closed 6 pips below. This is back in the range. So this might be the rejection that we were waiting for here. Now we are back in the range. And we are coming towards New York Open. So this is very important to spot when one of your setups is break and retest. You can actually see now break and retest of the lows as a resistance and then continuation down. Let's see if we can spot one. Let's go to the, okay, this one closed at the key level, at the previous highs. Let's see the next one. Going up. We have some small bullish candle. Stronger one, okay. So it doesn't really look like we can enter sells now yet. We're coming towards 15 minutes New York Open. So very good idea not to enter any sells yet. Okay, let's go to New York Open. Okay, New York Open. Let's see on the hourly time frame. This is very strong. Strong hourly candle closing above the key level. If we see a lower wick created and then going back up, we could take advantage of this range to the previous highs. Okay, this is a nice lower wick, but it's going below the key level. Looks like it might be good. Let's see on the hourly time frame. So we made the lower wick, and now when the candle will turn bullish, we can consider some entries, or if it fails, but you see it's still traveling below the key level. You see this rejection. This might be an entry for the counter trend trade. You are seeing rejection, failing to break above. Okay, still closing below the key level, but not very exactly. It's not very strong, the momentum of the sellers. Huge candles. This is not a no trade range for me. We can still see that we are still printing higher lows and higher highs, but we are finding some exhaustion of the buyers at these levels. This is for me is a no touch range when it's other block like this, and we can take buys above here, sells below. But let's stick to our idea of rejection of this price sensitivity area, since it looks like we are coming to retest it. Okay. We got a rejection, not exact rejection, but it was indeed a rejection. Let's see the close of the hourly candle. We close in midway. The new one will open. We're coming towards New York New York Stock Exchange open, but we are not in a clear range, so we are not taking advantage of anything. Let's see, we're coming 10 minutes. We see price going at it again, tapping it, and huge rejection. Lower week. This is already 30 pips up from the price sensitivity area. engulfing bearish, closing weak, so close strong bearish, and we are coming towards New York Stock Exchange open. See, this was 30 pips. Okay, New York SE open. We've got a retest again and up. So this is what I was telling you, talking about the very difficult. Luckily, the first one was much cleaner. This one is rejecting a little above, a little very, very, very aggressively. So it's not that easy to spot it. So I don't know. Now, let me see if we retest again. As you can see, probably is this one. This is a 30 minutes time frame. And it will break above and then forget about it. Let's see if it is with the New York Stock Exchange volume. Okay. Yep, as you can see, you can go and see it here on the 1 minute, and we enjoy the volume and the momentum. This is no news, no nothing, just pure technicals, right? I know, ADP figures. I forgot about them. ADP figures, end of the month. But I didn't say anything. Okay. Some ranging and then continuation up. Nice, 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 nice. So, as a recap, you can stop moving. We got this trade, which made me very happy because I didn't know where to enter. I said from the beginning, we got our 20 pips as per plan, and got our 30 pips as per plan. 80% of my position, 20% of my position. I'm really, really happy because I saw where the price did go. I didn't know where in this mess enter. And I managed to enter here at the retest, break below, and retest, continuation up. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I enjoyed a lot. So see you next time.